Isn't that a pretty sight, everyone? It really, really is. It's a very pretty sight. It is morning. We are in September. Rain has actually gone away, so we can plant here pretty easily. So we're getting our wheat put in. We got Dave over here. He is working on getting our field planted for us, so much obliged to him for coming out. And we also got Grandpa. He's on the far side over there working on getting the other field tilled up and stuff. We had a lot of weeds pop up, so we're going to have to look at spraying again. So that'll be fun. But currently, we're getting everything taken care of. And you can see this right here. Got this whole field getting taken care of. And we got Dave out here working and getting this planted. Let's see, how is he doing? He's doing, oh good, he's doing straight back and forth. Nice. And we already got, looks like a plus 37 yield bonus. So we're going to have to come through and get the weeds. So also going to need to put down some lime. So we will get that taken care of when we need to. That will be good. So anyways, guys, let's take a look at what we have going on. You see, Grandpa got tired of doing bees because we had tons of bees, and the bees honestly were making no moolah. So we tore down all of the hives, and he's using the wood to make some cool beehive oriented furniture pieces and stuff. So that's going to help us out money wise. You can see we got $514,000 in the bank. Pretty sweet. Now we already spent a very large sum of money. It was about $260,000, and that's on a well, not brand new, but a combine. We've got a combine at the John Deere dealership that we got to go and get and drive all the way back here, so that's going to be kind of fun. But we got our Massey Ferguson, got that all nice and sold, and we got $46,000 for that, and the header trailer as well. So luckily, Grandpa's buddy came over, and he looked at it and said that basically it was going to be about $30,000 or more to get a new engine put into it. So we sold that to him for about $46,000 because he can use it for parts and stuff. So luckily he'll be able to recycle a bunch of that stuff for other farmers that need parts. So that's kind of nice. So anyways, what we got going on today though is we got to go pick up the combine, which I'm going to have to get myself an Uber ride up there, or maybe one of the farmers will give me a ride over to the John Deere dealership. Either way, we're going to get up there at some point and pick that up and drive that all the way over here with hazard lights. But right now, what I need to take a look at is what we're going to do with the farm. So let's go into construction here and take a look at the surveying. So we've got all of these trees right through this section here, so we kind of need to chop those down. We got our silo currently, so we need to empty this. Well, currently it's fine right now, but we're gonna plan on building some new silo systems here in the near future. We also have got this silo system and our water pump, and we're gonna plan on moving this all the way over here. So water pump system and our extra additional silo that holds like our extra seeds and stuff. We're gonna move this thing over to here, just so that way we can save some space. So that's going to work out pretty decent. It's going to kind of clog things up if I got a tractor sitting here and Grandpa needs to come through, but I think it'll work. But my plan is, we got a big combine coming, and I also plan on buying a forage wagon in the very near future. So we're going to need a new shed to house this combine, because it's a nice, well, it's used, but it's a nice combine, but it's also big. So as you can see, we got decent space, but I'm going to also hopefully upgrade planter, the tiller, all that stuff we're going to upgrade. And so that's going to take up space in here. So I kind of want a new shed that will be able to house our combine easily and maybe some extra stuff along the way just for the next year. So we're going to try and get that done here in a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get some guys to come out here and work on this wood and get this knocked out hopefully, and we'll see what they can do. And while they are doing that, once they get here and get to work, I will try and start heading my way over and getting that combine done. So, but once this is cleared up, that'll give us a good idea of how much space we have over here. Also, I need to check our selling, our prices here for, we got canola. Canola is going to be at its highest in November, so we're good on that. So we don't need to do anything with that. Oats It's going to be its best in December as well, and then wheat is its best also in December right there. So that's how much we've got. Okay, good. So we will wait until then to get that taken care of. But as I said, once we do that, we might look at getting a new silo system added. So anyways, I'm going to let the tree guys know that I have a job for them, and hopefully they'll come over and help. Obviously, we got Dave out there doing his thing, getting stuff taken care of on the farm. That's great, but I need to get stuff prepped for next season of harvest and housing stuff. So that's the plan right now. So let's get to work. Alright guys, taking a look at the new combine. You can see it's kind of crusty. It's got some wear and tear on it for sure. We need to go through it and do some work on it. But at the moment, just taking possession, and got all the tagging and all that taken care of if we need it. At the moment we do, but we should be able to get that off of there later on. But we got the header, which is a pretty nice size header. We also got a folding augers. That's going to be nice, but that's going to probably be a little bit expensive to replace. So it's got some pricey options on it for sure. But I mean, interior really good, nice and comfy, but everything mechanically is sound. It's wear and tear for sure. Might need to replace some of the belts and stuff on it. But it's in good condition. As I said, $260,000 for this thing, and I think I was pricing it out. And with the upgrades and stuff, with getting the auger wagon, not the auger wagon, the header trailer and the header, that was going to probably cost us somewhere in the very expensive range of about 600, maybe 5, depending on what kind of deal we could get. But anyways, we got it, and it's actually pretty good. So we'll just hop on in here. So you got all the nice data points and everything. So really sweet. How advanced this combine is. So we got the nice flashes and everything on there. So we're going to drive this all the way back to the farm. Had a nice ride with a trucker up here, so he was nice enough to give me a ride. But yeah, we gotta get this thing all the way back to the farm. I know Grandpa and Dave are still working on getting stuff taken care of. It takes a little while, but we're at like 8:38 now. So tree guys, they showed up. I think I got a text from them that they've got everything hauled away already. So sounds like they worked pretty hard to get things done. So we'll have to see how much space we have. As I said, so I need something that's going to be big enough to hold this and the header trailer, obviously. So that's what we got to double check on. Just see, and I think I just got myself a text here. Let's see what we got here. What did I just get texted? Ooh, okay. 2 for 1. You buy 2 Whataburger meals, and you get 1 free and 50% off milkshakes. Well, that's a deal that I can't quite refuse, and also that way I can feed Dave, and he doesn't have to complain about the fact that he didn't bring lunch today. That'll work. And when they said they cleared, they did leave a few trees, because I did ask them to leave some for testing purposes. I'm just going to park this right here. So they left 2 trees here, so that's nice. Let's double check what we got. So we got a pretty decent space here. One thing that, as I said, might have to move the silos here at some point. You can see how big the combine is. It's pretty good size. So let's take a look at sheds here. Kind of want something that's going to kind of match the rest of the farm for the most part. So let's see here. We got quite a few options. We got this shed right here that we could use. I think that's only one way in, one way out, though. Yeah, only one way in, one way out. We got that's that style. Let's see, ooh, that's a nice style. But taking a look at the opening, not much space there. So that's what we gotta look at. So we need something that's big enough to hold our combine here, and that might be difficult. That's a ginormous shed. We definitely don't need that. That's a pretty shed. Got some nice big doors. Ooh, that actually fits the space decently. We need to take out some trees and stuff and whatnot. Man, I really like that. Look at that. That is really nice. Kind of, see, do we have, yeah, we have another drive-through there. That might be a little overkill, though, for what we're needing, but I really like how that shed looks. Let me see here. Let's see what it looks like in red. Nice. Kind of a worn red. Ooh, look at that. Nice worn red. Take a look at how it looks with the other. That looks pretty nice, actually. Look at that. That is a nice looking barn there. Get a little bit brighter here. Not sure what the app's doing. App's doing all kinds of things. That's a nice looking shed. I like that, man. That looks good. So I'm really digging this shed right here in the dark red, and we can kind of get that, if we can get those trees taken out right back here, we can kind of put it in cockeyed and it would fit pretty good. Be right opening up into the field here. We got, what are you doing, Dave? You're supposed to be planting. Dave's weird. I don't know what he's doing. So anyways, but we can get some new trees put along the edge of the road here, as I don't really need that to be opened up. So yeah, we could really kind of put it in, and then Silo would be safe, I think, to stay here. I don't think we need to take that out. So anyways, I'm going to call those tree guys back, let them take a look. Also, I'm going to turn off my hazards before I run the battery down to the combine, because I do not need that. Get those turned off. Can I get them turned off? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to call the tree guys, see if they can come out, take down those two trees. They're kind of old anyway, so that'll work out good to take those down and then plant some new ones. Maybe move myself a little further down that way too. But yeah, we'll see if we can get a new shed put in. I am definitely excited about that, so I like that very much. I'm going to jump into the Ford truck here real quick. I want to go check on Grandpa, make sure he's not overdoing it. Because Dave can do a pretty good job and keep going, but I just want to make sure Grandpa's alright. Because he's been out in the field since basically break of dawn. He got up, multiple cups of coffee. I just want to make sure he's doing alright. And he has completed quite a lot. Good night. Alright, well, we're just going to drive out to him, make sure he's okay. Alright, guys, we got Dave still working on getting everything taken care of planting-wise in the first field. He's still working out there. Grandpa got all of our plowing done that we needed done. So get this thing cleaned up with some super clean and the pressure washer here. It'll look all nice and spiffy. Also, I need to do some repair work on the poor thing as well. Tractor's getting a little beat up. So one of the things that we still got to look at is getting, obviously, a bigger planter, which would be nice. Since we're running a bit of a bigger field, it'd be nice to speed up that process just a little bit there. But also, we're probably going to need a new one of these, new cultivator as well, to get things plowed up. Just make sure that also saves us a little time. Right now I got to do some repair work on the springs and hydraulic lines here, because it's pretty beat up. So we'll get this put back over here and just put this in over there at the moment. So we got the tree guys. They came back out, got all that work done, and currently I'm just waiting on Dave to get the first field replanted with wheat. And currently got a combine sitting out there at the moment, because we're gonna already got a contractor out to look at the space, and hopefully we can get that taken care of here pretty quick. So let me take a look here. Oh yeah, we gotta get a lot of repair work done. So get all of this stuff repaired there. So what I wanted to see is, can we do any upgrades to this? And we can do some upgrades. We can get some bigger tire options, I believe. Let me see here. So yeah, we can get some twin wheels on the back of this, which could definitely help us out. We can also take off the front end hauler, or the front end loader, as we're not using that, so we can take that off. But that would give us a little bit more pep. So we got 116 horsepower in this thing. So upgrading the wheels, I put us at 5,000. Let's see, Continental. What does Midas have? Let's see what Midas has got running. Yeah, looks like the only people we can get the twin wheels in the back for this tractor is Continental. That's going to be 5,000. We'll go ahead and order those, just so that's all nice and taken care of here. Alright, it's a tractor mostly worked on and repaired, so we got the new pots on there, so that works out good. We have to wait until those twin wheels come in, but once those are in, that should help us out with a little bit more grip and not as much slippage. So this, as you can see, it's pretty rough, poor John Deere subsoiler, but it still works. So we got the springs replaced and all that, so that's nice. We still got, we might be almost done. I'm going to look at what we got going on with the field here. Let's see if we can find some field information. Yep, so he's almost done with the planting. He's doing a really good job. I'll have to go back and double check, make sure everything's as it should be, but he's really putting in the work. So let's see what's on the marketplace at the moment, because as I said, I am looking at another planter. Let's see, what is, well, there's that, but that's going to require a whole lot of horsepower, so we do not have that. There is a Ford tractor, but that's going to be lower on the horsepower as well. So we need something a little bit more in the medium range with a little bit more horsepower. So somewhere in the 260 horsepower range is what we need. 300 would be nice. So looking at the tractors that offer that, we don't have a whole lot of options. There is the Kubota 8, which offers 200. So we might have to go up to even bigger tractors here. So to get a 7R, that would get us 305. That's going to cost us, that's quite a bit. So we'll keep an eyeball on that, but that's going to be kind of the requirement to be able to get some new equipment, whether that's cultivator or otherwise. Because let me see here. Let's go to cultivators here. Let's see, what size cultivators? We do have a Summers here. We can get K brand as well, and that's going to be a 7.5, actually 190 horsepower. Okay, so that doesn't require as much as I was thinking. The biggest thing is the planters that we would be looking at. So taking a look at planters here, so we get another K brand. That's going to require 300 horsepower. We could get this guy right here, but that's going to require us 270 horsepower. So we're going to need something heavy duty to be able to haul that. That's going to be, and that's 6 meter width. That's 6 meter width, so that would be our best option to get a little bit of a bigger width going on there. We could go obviously with an Amazon, but that's going to require a whole lot of horsepower to run that. Taking a look through here, we do have this, and that's a 12 meter, the Lecamin. That looks like that has a lot of moving part options that are going to be expensive to work on, so I'm not really looking at that. So I would rather go with a K brand, which is more local to the US, to be able to get parts from them. But let's see, because the other thing is planters, and these do not plant wheat for me, so that's not really an option to be able to work with. So that's not what we need. So okay, so anyways, cultivators actually some better options. Let's actually look at that real quick here again. But cultivators, there's a few more options to run with that. So Summers, that requires 230 horsepower. We don't need that, but we can get a 7x5 meter, which would be 5.6. Currently, we're running the 980, and that's a 3. So that would double what we're running. A little bit pricey, but still, I kind of like to be able to do that a little bit quicker. So that's kind of nice. Let's see. I think I saw something else. Power hoers. Yeah. Subsoilers. Just looking through what other options. We do have discs that we could run, and we could get a Kinsey, but all that gets pretty heavy in there. So currently we're running really good with just cultivators. Just a cultivator. So getting one of the K brand cultivators to run this, that really would work pretty good. Where is Dave? There he is. It looks like he might be just finishing up a spot there, so that's pretty good. So anyways, we will let him finish his work and probably let him go on home for the day, but we'll see. We might get him started on the next one. Alrighty guys, as you can see, new shed has been put in. And so we need to start putting stuff into it. Grandpa's already got some decorations going on, making it look pretty good, but we got a very nice concrete pad, and then we got some nice grass around back here. They already got the trees and stuff all nice and planted as well, so we got that taken care of. So let's see if we can fit the combine in. I'm pretty sure we can, but just want to make sure. The biggest thing is going to get getting the header trailer into there, which I might use. Might end up using the little Craftsman tractor to try and put that in. That'd be kind of funny. But we'll see if we can back it in. I'm not sure if we can, but we will give it a try. Nope, that's not going to work. Alright, so we're just going to put the header trailer right here. That should work. We will wrap our combine on around and just put him on in. And we'll see about what we can do with the header. That'll be kind of fun. Or we might need like an ATV or something to put some work in. So I'm going to put this over here by the workshop stuff. So I'm going to end up doing some work on it here at a later date, because it's got some major issues that we need to work on. So that may just show you how much work it's going to need. Yeah, about $10,000 worth of parts, but it still works. So that's the main thing. So let me go ahead and get these. Grandpa already got some Christmas decorations and stuff in. Have to put those out a little bit later. We should be good. But I'm going to go grab that Craftsman tractor real quick, and we will pull the header trailer around. Might need to get one of those little ATV type things to use. As I said, obviously we're going to try and upgrade equipment during the winter, try and keep an eyeball out for any new developments. I think Dave's already here working on planting for me. Grandpa really wants him to learn that. And I almost walked away from where the Craftsman is. Also need to mow. Yeah, we'll take care of that at some point. Not today. Not today. Hey, Grandpa. Well, we got everything set up in its new place, which I think is going to work out pretty good. New trees looking good. Yeah, we got lots of grass I need to come through and mow, so that's going to be something I'll have to do another time. But we have made a huge upgrade here, and I definitely like it. So very nice big concrete pad. We'll have to get some new gravel in, because we got basically just gravel dirt going on here, which is not useful. We're going to see if this actually... Oh, it actually does work. Sweet. And we're just going to pull it on around here. I'm surprised that this Craftsman tractor actually pulls this. This is pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. We got the new header in there and everything. Sweet. I like that quite a lot. So yeah, this is definitely the most expensive upgrade we've done to the farm this entire time. Let's see if we get this gate open. There we go. But yeah, everything fits in there pretty good, and we got plenty of space to expand as well, so that's giving us plenty of options. And yeah, look at that. Just tall enough for our combine. Just tall enough. So anyways, that's going to be it for us today, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. But yeah, huge upgrades, and we got planting going on as well, thanks to Dave being out there to do that for me while I get upgrades done to the farm. That's really helpful of him to be out there doing that. So I think we're pretty well set for the years to come. I just got to find me some more implements to kind of upgrade and stuff. But yeah, we are doing good, and I think the next few years should look very kindly upon us. So anyways, guys, that's probably going to be it for us here on the farm, as we hopefully move on to something new. But we might bring this back. We're going to keep the game safe, and just in case, and we might just bring this back every once in a while here. But we've done a ton of work on this farm. I've enjoyed kind of learning the basic mechanics of the new FS25. It's been good, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as well. We'll see you guys here next time on The Combustion Farmer with more farming, more trucking, and other things. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.